Women, we are here today to help you understand whether your exercise regime is benefiting your monthly cycle or not. And Alison's going to explain to us how you can discover that and start to understand it.
My suggestion is absolutely that you need to monitor your monthly cycle. And when I talk about your monthly cycle, we're talking about the first day of your bleed right the way through to the end of your cycle. And the best way to monitor that information, personally, I think, is on a chart specifically designed to help you so that you can visually see at a glance what your cycle is doing. And then you can compare it to your exercise regime and see if certain times in the month the exercise is actually helpful or whether it's causing perhaps energy dips, stresses on the body in some shape or form, and you then can adjust your new regime or your existing regime around your cycle, and at the same time you're getting lots of information on what your cycle is actually doing and how your cycle fluctuates through the month, which naturally it does. My suggestion for you would be monitor your next 3 cycles and then look to see what differences there are in those cycles, what trends there are in those cycles, and how they impact in a positive way or perhaps in a not so positive way with your exercise regime.
Got it, because that's massive, yeah. So the actual exercise that we make, prescribe or be prescribed, going to the gym, whatever, maybe adjusted to help.
Yeah. Or that you do the stronger part of that regime at a time in the cycle when you're more energised and you've got more energy, and then perhaps the more recovery type work can be done in a week where you're clearly not feeling 100%, and you need it to just be a little softer, a little gentler, being kind to yourself, and that way you're not depleting your energy, you're actually working with your regime and your cycle at the same time. So it could be really interesting to see.
But before all that, and that's why we're here today, you need to understand your cycle, and what you're saying is 3 months is the time. Usually you track it with
3 cycles so that you can see, because you might get an odd cycle in there, you're looking for those trends, you're looking for things that classically happen so that you can make adjustments.
And would you track that alongside your exercise? Let's say that I ran a marathon on Monday.
Yeah.
Good on you. And then I felt like this that day, or I cycled.
I was
and just see everything. Of course.
Because we know that exercise can improve things, but it can also perhaps cause extended problems, discomforts, all sorts of things really. So I just think that by monitoring and looking at 3 months, if you just looked at 1 month, you haven't really got a proper snapshot. If you look at 3, anything that's happening regularly, you will see in those 3 months. And that will help you to have a much better idea of how your body responds to the exercise and in terms of your own well-being and your cycle.
Beautiful. And Alison is very, very kindly said she's going to let you have her cycle sheet. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You'll need to go to a website, which is
thehormonaltherapist.co.uk.
Head to that website, you can download it, it's a simple PDF, print it off, start tracking it. If you have any motivation to improve your fitness, health and fitness, this is something we strongly recommend you start thinking about, because I don't think it's thought about enough, as we discussed in our previous.
We tend to ignore it actually, and unfortunately we tend to take medications and things that dumb it down a bit, so we don't use it to really give ourselves a clear indication of what works well and what's not working so well. So we're missing the opportunity of having that information when it's actually at our fingertips.
Beautiful, and you can just start tracking it now. Have fun, ladies. See you soon. Women.